When David was born, he was the youngest of three. He had some very extreme behavior early on. Maybe 6 months on, that David was missing milestones. And he didn't like anybody too close to him. That was threatening, and he'd push away. I can remember one winter, we were sledding with Sarah and Dan, his older brother and sister, and it was another experience of David couldn't take the stimulation. Sarah and Dan were trying to sled. He was going after the kids on the hill. We had to leave. And I said, you know something, David, next time, just you and Mom are gonna go. We're going to go ourselves sledding. And David piped up from the back of the car. I'll never forget this. And he said, I wish I had been born, Dan. And it was just, to me, the most heartbreaking. My husband was dying of lung cancer, and they thought that David's issues were emotional. A teacher noticed, she said that, I swear he's having behavioral seizures. I finally talked a neurologist into doing an MRI of David's head, and he has what's called left frontoparietal schizencephaly with cortical dysplasia, which is basically a cleft in his brain with abnormal cell formation around it.
I met David about 6 years ago. When I first started working with David, what I would often get was frustrated phone calls from him where he was calling upset with something that was happening in the house, something that had happened at work, really just a lot of frustration and anger.
It was hard for me to make the decision for David to be residential.
Lisa has some medical challenges of her own. She puts all of that aside and she dedicates this time for David and making sure that his life is whole.
He's learning that he has a voice, but there's responsibility that comes with that.
I think the last year or year and a half, we have seen some amazing changes happen for David.
I'm just so proud of him.
David has made most of his progress since Denise has been there. I cannot say how much I admire and respect what she does.
There was a partnership that was built with the new manager, Denise, and his mom, Lisa, as well as David, and we've seen his advocacy for himself just skyrocket.
He just got a job at a deli. He went in and he did the interview himself, and he called me that afternoon and he said, well, Mom, I was hired on the spot. And it was great. I said, well, you did it. You aced it. I can't believe it.
It's been a great change in my life because it's given me more independence and it's made me move up in life.
David has lost well over 150 pounds. He started walking. 3 times a week, David was walking 6 miles, and he was trimming himself down.
It took him 2 years to lose the weight on his own, and he was very careful.
Having him better understand what it takes to live a healthier life and how that will help promote living longer was very critical and crucial at that time for David.
He cares about other people, and he's good with animals. I've seen him pick up a 100-pound dog and slam over his shoulder and give him a big hug. And he didn't always have an easy time with animals.
They really supported me to help me move forward in life. Denise has really got me farther in life.
He has a place he wants to be, he has goals that he's setting, and he's doing them. So it's been really amazing to see some action happen for him. Now when he calls me, he's calling to update me on something amazing that's happened in his life. He'll reach out and ask if we can meet for coffee.
He found somebody other than Mom who believed that he could do more than he was doing. And he's come so far. He's just gained a lot of confidence, and not just in the house, everywhere. And we're looking to the next step, which may be shared living.
We're going to help prepare him to live independently on his own someday. He genuinely loves his mother. He loves and he respects her opinion. And all his life, she has helped make some great decisions on his behalf. She has clearly steered him in the right direction. She has provided him with resources that has made him the young man that he is today.
When we laugh, we're just, it's my moment with David.